It's been 3 years since the Galaxy S20 Ultra came out, one of the most anticipated smartphones to come out in 2020. So, in this video, we shall be talking about why the Galaxy S20 Ultra is a forgotten smartphone in the Galaxy lineup. It's 2020, and Samsung announces the all-new S20 Ultra with its brothers. For context, the Galaxy S20 Ultra came with a 100x zoom lens camera, a stunning 6.9-inch AMOLED HDR10+ display, supporting up to a 120Hz refresh rate. Powering the phone was a Snapdragon 865 processor, supporting up to 16 GB of RAM and up to 512 GB of storage. The Samsung Galaxy S20 Ultra had a 5000 mAh battery, which supported 25-watt fast-wired charging and 15-watt fast wireless charging. It was water-resistant up to 1.5 meters for up to 30 minutes. Running on Android 10 and was upgradable to Android 12 at the time. The camera system was one of the highlights of the S20 Ultra, with a 108-megapixel main sensor, a 48-megapixel ultra-wide sensor, a 12-megapixel telephoto sensor, and a 0.3-megapixel depth sensor. It also had a 40-megapixel front-facing camera. The Galaxy S20 Ultra started at a price tag of $1,399, making it one of the most expensive Android phones on the market at the moment. If you were looking for a high-end smartphone with the best possible features and specifications, the Samsung Galaxy S20 Ultra was a great option. Well, on paper, all that seemed to be good and true, until you got to use the phone. So here are some of the reasons why the Samsung Galaxy S20 Ultra is a forgotten smartphone in the Galaxy lineup. Note, everything in this video is my personal opinion, so if you don't agree with what I have to say, feel free to let me know in the comments. Or if you have something additional to add to the list, do that as well. With that, let's get started. Let's start with the most obvious one, and that's the price. But the Galaxy S20 Ultra was the most expensive Galaxy S phone ever released at the time, starting at $1,399. This was significantly more expensive than other high-end Android phones, such as the Google Pixel 4 XL and the OnePlus 8 Pro starting at $800. At the time, the world was in a pandemic, and pricing the Galaxy S20 Ultra at that price range was diabolical for the consumer. According to Phone Arena, Samsung had forecast that the Galaxy S20 Ultra would account for 30% of all Galaxy S20 sales. However, the phone only ended up accounting for 6 million units of sales, which is significantly less than the 10 million units that Samsung had expected. This means that the Galaxy S20 Ultra missed out on 4 million potential sales. There are a few reasons why this might have happened. Here's a comparison of the sales of the Galaxy S20 Ultra with other S-tier Galaxy phones. The Galaxy S20 Ultra sold 6 million units. The Galaxy S21 Ultra comes in with 12 million units sold in 2021, doubling the S20 Ultra with 6 million units. With the Galaxy S22 Ultra, 13 million units were sold. That's 1 million units more than the Galaxy S21. And finally, the Galaxy S23 Ultra is estimated to have sold 15 million units in 2023. As you can see, the Galaxy S20 Ultra had the lowest sales of all the S-tier Galaxy phones. The Galaxy S21 Ultra and Galaxy S22 Ultra both had significantly higher sales, and the Galaxy S23 Ultra is expected to have even higher sales. The Galaxy S21 Ultra and Galaxy S22 Ultra were both released at a time when the global smartphone market was starting to recover. They were also priced more competitively than the Galaxy S20 Ultra. The phone had some initial quality control issues. Some users reported that their phones had blurry cameras, faulty displays, and other problems. These issues may have scared some potential buyers away. The Galaxy S20 Ultra featured a periscope lens with hybrid zoom offering 10 times zoom capabilities. But Samsung was marketing it as having 100x, which was beyond many people. In perspective, Samsung was using its 10x zoom lens and multiplying it with another 10 times digital zoom for the final result. Samsung claimed that you would take up close shots of objects that are miles away, and even in its demo during the San Francisco live launch event, the results were almost a bloody mess. The Galaxy S20 Ultra was released at a time when the global smartphone market was starting to slow down. This may have also contributed to the phone's lower than expected sales. The world was going through a rough patch with COVID-19, one of the reasons for low sales. The marketing hype behind the Galaxy S20 Ultra was defined by many as a lack of innovation that could have made this phone go unremembered. The Galaxy S20 Ultra did not offer any major new features or improvements over the previous Galaxy S10 series. This may have made some consumers feel that it was not worth the high price tag. The next item on the list is the phone size. Over the last couple of years, we've seen smartphones get larger and larger. But if you think about it, there's a certain diminishing returns when you get to a certain size. With a 6.9-inch display on the Galaxy S20 Ultra, which is roughly the size of the displays that we saw on the first-generation Android tablets years ago. Samsung tried to reduce the bezels around the display so that you can fit it in your pocket. The phone was heavy and bulky, making it unusable for regular users. It weighed 222 grams more than the Galaxy S10. Additionally, the Galaxy S20 Ultra didn't come with a headphone jack, something that long Galaxy fans were asking for a long time. It's still annoying when a phone of this size comes out and doesn't have a headphone jack to go with it. There were no reasons why they wouldn't fit a 3.5mm headphone jack in this device.
That's like the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Overall, the Galaxy S20 Ultra was a disappointment for Samsung. The phone had a lot of potentials, but it was ultimately overshadowed by its high price and quality control issues. As a result, the phone missed out on millions of potential sales.
Huge disappointment.
All these failures led to the Samsung Galaxy S20 Ultra being a forgotten smartphone, especially in the Galaxy lineup. However, Samsung has since addressed some of the problems with the Galaxy S20 Ultra in its newer models. The Galaxy S21 Ultra and Galaxy S22 Ultra are both more affordable, have better quality control, and offer more new features. As a result, these phones have been more successful than the Galaxy S20 Ultra.